When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret? With Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/try to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/try.
Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the After Buzz podcast. My name is Nico Adjemian, your host of the After Buzz, and with me is the man, the myth, the legend, Buzz Adams.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
We're on part 4 of our series of bizarre historical facts on the After Buzz. Also, this is our last After Buzz before our first live performance in front of people.
You're going to get an extra one even if you don't show up for the live. Are we going to post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the live After Buzz podcast is going to be this Saturday. That is September 21st.
Yep.
And it's going to be at La Bang Bang, right in the middle of the Chuco Town Comedy Festival.
I'm trying to figure out how to record it right now because I'm the one in charge of recording. They just will have like a PA for us. So.
Right.
Figure that out.
But we're going to make the live version available.
We will, yeah.
And you're invited. So.
Everybody's invited. We'll have some fun games. We'll meet people. We'll meet audience members. And you'll meet some of the people you hear on the Buzz Adams Morning Show all the time but might not see, like my friend Jibs, Iggy, and Jacob Esparza. All right, let's get into it with our part 4 of Bizarre Historical Facts. 61. That's the number we're on.
Oh.
What's my address? Einstein's secretary once got an anonymous call asking where Einstein lived. The secretary, as a professional, declined to respond. Then the caller admitted he was Einstein himself, and he had forgotten his address.
She didn't recognize his voice?
I guess she did not. Or maybe it sounded like, that's a really bad Einstein impression.
What was Einstein thinking? Could he go, this is Einstein, I forgot my address, please tell me.
I guess not. You know, people that smart sometimes have problems.
Weird.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 62. Only 2 words. Richard Feynman, a physicist, bet a friend he would be able to get more than 2 words at a time out of famous physicist Paul Dirac. After speaking to him for hours with no success, Richard revealed his failure to Dirac. The latter smiled and said, "You've lost."
Okay. All right.
Physicists. Weirdos.
I've heard a different version of that same story.
Oh, you have?
Calvin Coolidge, also known as Silent Cal for his taciturn nature.
Taciturn
nature. Somebody, let's say the unsinkable Molly Brown, just somebody from the old times.
Okay.
Came up and said, "Mr. Coolidge, I've made a bet that I can get you to speak 3 words in a row." And Coolidge said, "You lose."
Oh. I wonder if Paul Dirac maybe had heard that story before and knew what he was trying to do. Number 63. Lock it up. So Richard Feynman, the famous physicist, became a master of cracking safes after working on the atomic bomb project at Los Alamos in the 40s.
Oh, he was a yeg? Did you know that there's a word for people who crack safes?
No, I did not know that was a word.
A yeg.
That almost sounds like a slur. Well, everybody was required to keep confidential documents in safes at Los Alamos. It started as an intellectual curiosity. He wondered, could he figure out a way to open everybody's safes at Los Alamos.
Okay.
He became so good at his craft that he found himself, for the sake of cultivating his legend, carrying tools around as a red herring and pretending that safe jobs took longer than they really did.
Okay.
And it actually was a party trick of his. He would either have a safe at his house or somewhere and crack it with him.
That reminds me. Do you know what you call a white person who isn't dangerous? A safe cracker.
Boo! 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 Terrible. You've heard that one before? You just
No, I just made that one up.
Your brain put together, safes and cracking, and say, okay. God damn it, Buzz.
That's how it works.
Number 64. Stark naked. Scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson almost became an exotic dancer. Having danced and wrestled through university, Tyson considered dancing at a Chippendales-type club for extra cash. Imagine the dinner and a show you'd get from a male dancer who knew everything there was to know about the cosmos. It's kind of shocking that business doesn't exist already.
I found out Neil deGrasse Tyson was a wrestler, like a collegiate level.
I just said that. Having danced and wrestled through university, he considered dancing at Chippendales. And he apparently took dancing classes.
He was built. It has pictures of him when he was a student at Cornell.
Number 65. Biggest fan. The pathologist who performed Einstein's autopsy ended up stealing his brain and then kept it in a jar for 20 years. We're pretty sure that's not legal. But it is a great conversation starter at parties.
Would you like to see something interesting?
Oh, so this is a painting my grandmother left me, and this is my mom's old hat stand, and this is Einstein's brain in a jar.
Are we in the great physicist of the 20th century section of the history list?
We are.
I thought maybe you'd mix it up a little bit.
I'm just going through the list, dude.
All right.
Fuck off. Number 66. Brainy. Einstein's brain had a parietal lobe that was 15% larger than that of the average human. And that part of the brain is actually responsible for processing information like mathematics and language. So that all adds up, right?
All right. I'm just burned out on Einstein's brain at this point.
All right. 67. Clueless. Marie Curie, the celebrated physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering research on radioactivity, was completely in the dark when it came to the dangers of radioactive materials.
Not for long, because she started glowing.
She never actually glowed. Though she and her husband both suffered from chronic pain, neither considered that the pain could be caused by their radioactive substance handling. Some of their original lab equipment is still so radioactive it cannot be viewed safely or studied.
Her notes?
Yes.
I heard that her notes have to be kept. Is it behind lead, or is that a Superman thing?
No, it is behind lead.
Okay.
Yeah. No, lead is so dense that it does stop those, stops radiation.
And Superman can't see through it.
For the same reasons. 68. 84-year-old virgin. Either science doesn't exactly attract the opposite gender the way you'd expect, or Sir Isaac Newton was just really, really picky. Though he lived to the age of 84, he never married. Some even believed he never lost his virginity.
Well, that's Sir Isaac Newton's business then.
It's not ours. 69. It's real to me, damn it. Isaac Newton was really into alchemy. What's alchemy? It's the pseudoscience before chemistry that sought to transmute base metals into things like gold or create an elixir of life.
Which is kind of interesting because Sir Isaac Newton was one of the most analytical and genius minds in the history of science that he would. But listen, he's not the only one. A lot of scientists who actually knew something about science thought, I can turn back to lead into gold.
He marks the age of the scientific revolution, kind of, and he actually wrote 169 books on alchemy, but never published any in his lifetime. Because he might have thought, nah, not now. Number 70, back to the Civil War. Nellie. General Lee of the American Civil War was given a flock of chickens by a Virginia farmer in 1862. The soldiers ate all but one of the chickens, which had caught the attention of General Lee. This chicken became his pet.
Mm-hmm.
It was named Nellie and laid eggs under his cot every day during the war.
So he had just fresh eggs under his cot every day.
Yeah. Imagine just waking up and just pulling an egg out of your bed.
You wake up, it's time for breakfast. There are your eggs.
Number 71, relative politics. Albert Einstein declined the presidency of Israel, saying he had no head for problems. Mm-hmm. Or I guess he meant real world problems.
They offered Einstein the presidency of Israel, and he turned him down flat.
And he said, it's because I have no head for those kind of problems. It's like, all right, smartest man in the universe.
Well, he was smart enough to know that.
Yeah, if you're smart enough to know that you're not smart enough.
I'm smart in this thing, I must be smart in everything. But
Good
Einstein was too
point.
smart to be that dumb.
That's a good point. Number 72. I'll take that. A slave boarded and took over a Confederate ship during the Civil War in 1861, then delivered it to the Union. They were so impressed, they gave the slave command of the ship.
How is there not a movie about that?
Yeah, right?
I would even suggest maybe Idris Elba plays the lead. He takes over the ship.
Ooh, I'm actually watching a new show right now, and it's not new on TV. It's new to me. It's called Hell on Wheels.
Oh yeah, I've been watching. I watched Hell on Wheels when it ran originally.
You saw the whole series?
Yeah, I sure did. Common is in it.
Common is in it, and so is the guy that played in Bill the Butcher in Silence of the Lambs.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Not Bill the Butcher. God, what am I thinking? Silence of the Lambs. What's the name of the killer?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. I said Bill. The captain on Monk, if you want that.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know who he is? The Kurg. No.
He's only in the first episode. God. He's only the first episode, and he's the
all right,
leader of the railroad gang, or the people building the railroad. I find
that show was on like a decade ago, right?
Yeah, I think so. About on AMC. It's all about the building of the railroad across the continent and stuff.
Anson Mount
is the main guy, and then Cole Meany.
Yeah, Cole Meany
is the bad guy. He owns the railroad, I guess.
Otherwise known as Ensign O'Brien from Star Trek The Next Generation.
No, Chief O'Brien.
You know what? It was really, really good.
It is really good, yeah.
For a couple of seasons.
Not So Pure, number 73. Gandhi is remembered as a figure of peaceful protest and understanding.
I know what this one's
But
about.
most people don't know that Gandhi has a dark history.
Come on.
Hold on.
Let me do it.
All right.
He would have beautiful and possibly underage girls sleep naked with him in bed just so he could demonstrate his willpower. Also, when his wife got sick, he didn't allow her to have any medical treatment because he didn't believe in it. She died, and then he got sick, and he went straight to a fucking doctor. So which one of those stories had you picked out?
It's kind of a mishmash.
A mishmash.
At the age of 36, while married, Gandhi became more and more obsessed with the idea of lust. In order to train and perfect his control over his desires, Gandhi would sleep with naked young women. But one night, apparently he committed an act so heinous with one of them that it made a staff member of his quit on him forever. Gandhi had done this with his own grandniece.
What did he do?
Manu. She was tiny and he slept naked with her.
Okay, but you said he...
Oh, I mean, we don't know the details necessarily of it, but...
Okay. Maybe it was just that, it's your grandniece. That's
whatever he did was enough to make somebody quit in disgust forever. Number 74. Good eats. Einstein had a chauffeur at one point.
Einstein again.
He's a big part of modern history.
Okay.
He had a chauffeur at one point, and his chauffeur reported that he saw Einstein pluck a grasshopper off the ground and then eat it.
Okay.
Right?
Just keep your eyes on the road and mind your own business.
Yeah, snitch. I mean, is that weird? Is that just a weird eccentricity? Like, if I saw you pick up a grasshopper off the ground and eat it, I would be like, ugh. I wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, it would be kind of shocking. I'd make fun of you for it, but I'd be like, Buzz is just proving a point about
I think everybody's
protein.
childhood had one kid who would basically do anything to get a reaction from people, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like there's one kid who would, whatever. Oh, a slug? Yeah, I'll definitely eat that.
Yeah. I mean, as a kid, but not like a preeminent physicist. Number 75.
Final one for today?
I have 5 more.
Wait, I thought we were doing 25 at a time.
Yeah, we've only done 15.
Oh.
I'm going to do 20 today.
Okay.
Angels glow. During the American Civil War, soldiers from both sides began reporting glow-in-the-dark wounds after the Battle of Shiloh in 1862.
I've heard about this, but it's so vague. I can't remember what they attributed it to.
Of nearly 16,000 wounds, those with glowing properties seem to heal faster for some reason. Later research has revealed that the area where the battle took place was likely a breeding ground for a bacterium known as P. luminescens, a luminescence bacterium.
I bet I can guess what one of its characteristics is.
Please go for it.
Luminescence.
And?
P.
And it produces a natural antibiotic.
Really?
Which is why the glowing wounds seem to heal faster. 76. Smells like steel. The 16th century Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe lost his nose in a duel.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to the best of us. But what's a 16th century Danish astronomer to do?
Ooh.
Please.
Had one made out of metal.
He did.
Was it silver or gold or tin or bronze or what the hell was it?
You know what? Good question.
But it was a metal
nose. It is metal, and it was designed to mimic his exact original nose. And I think he would wear makeup on it.
Oh.
77. Her heart was black as night. Catherine of Aragon's demise was utterly mysterious in its time. While preparing her body for a funeral, her embalmer noticed her corpse was in perfect health. Perfect health. Except her heart. Her heart had turned completely black. This ghastly condition, coupled with Catherine's chilling premonitions of her own demise, led to some dark rumors about her end. After witnessing the strange condition, those loyal to Catherine started whispering that the royal couple had poisoned her in a chilling act of self-service, leading the dowager to die poetically of a broken heart. But modern historians think there's a different story. Most experts believe that instead of foul play, she actually had cancer of the heart. Sometimes cancer on the heart will turn it black. Nonetheless, it's still a tragically poetic circumstance.
Catherine of Aragon was Henry VIII's first wife, right?
I believe so.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Number 78.
He did not behead her, by the way.
He did not. She died of a heart attack, or people are saying broken heart. That's
cancer.
It's actually probably cancer.
Mm-hmm.
No speak language, no problem. The physicist Robert Oppenheimer was a polymath and fluent in 8 languages.
Finally, we're getting to some Oppie info.
In 1931, he asked a University of California colleague to teach a class, giving the students a book as a prop. Later that day, his colleague complained that the book Oppenheimer gave him was in Dutch. Oppenheimer's response? But Dutch is so easy. Number 79. Albert Einstein's marriage contract included these conditions. 1. You will make sure that my clothes and laundry are kept in good order. 2. That I will receive my 3 meals regularly in my room. And 3. That my bedroom and study are kept neat, and especially my desk is left for my use only.
It sounds like you're hiring a maid.
I'm pretty sure this was, he did this so his wife would divorce him.
Oh, because had he not fallen in love with somebody else?
I believe so.
Okay.
And his wife, instead of just giving him what he wanted, which was the divorce, said, okay, I'll do these things for you.
Oh. Well, I guess some good came out of it.
They eventually did get divorced, though.
Did they?
And 80, finally, no takesy-backsies. Because it was a powerful political entity at the time, Harry Truman's political advisors suggest that he join the KKK.
Sure.
While he did give them their $10 membership fee, he demanded it back later on and claims he was never inducted or initiated.
But he did that before he was
president.
Or vice president.
Or vice president, correct.
So in his younger years, he had paid the fee to join the KKK.
Right. But, I mean, I guess a political opponent could say, well, you were a KKK member.
You paid, you're a dues-paying member of the KKK.
Give me back my $10. Mm-hmm. And with your bizarre historical facts, I'm Nico. Oh, I thought this was like a segment we're doing on air. Never mind. We're going to continue our bizarre historical facts next week with the AfterBuzz. But the next time you can hear us is at our live AfterBuzz event, Saturday, September 21st at 2 p.m. at La Bang Bang Restaurant and Bar, downtown El Paso. Everybody's invited, and
the Chucotown Comedy Festival.
And the Chucotown Comedy Festival that's going on around it.
So we're just part of that larger event.
Absolutely. So hope to see you there. If not, keep listening to the AfterBuzz podcast and the Buzz Adams Morning Show Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, KLAQ 95.5, El Paso's best rock.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.